Today my guest is Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade of Luxembourg, Xavier Bettel. Mr. Bettel, welcome to Armenia. Thanks for the opportunity to talk to you. So this is your first visit to our country. How do you assess it overall, as well as the meetings held with Armenian partners?
It's the first time I come to Armenia, I have to tell you, and I'm very honest. Nicole Pashinyan invited me when I was Prime Minister to come, but then we had the COVID. I don't want to remind all of us to the COVID, but then all the things were cancelled, so I was not able to come. And so the Minister of Foreign Affairs visited Luxembourg a few months ago, and I promised him that I will come to Armenia. And for me it was important to come to Armenia and also being able to participate to the first dialogue, because I believe in dialogue, and I think more dialogue is needed than ever. So thank you so much for the invitation and being able to visit your country.
And the Yerevan Dialogue 2024 aims to foster international collaboration. How does Luxembourg approach multilateral diplomacy, and what role do you see for dialogues like this in addressing global issues?
For global issues we need global answers. Very often and sorry to speak again about the COVID, we thought that national solutions would be the best one. We saw, no. It was common solutions who helped the most. The people common buying, for example, of vaccines in Europe was the good thing. But for all the problems, for the climate problems, I could speak a lot about global issues. And we need global answers. So together, solidarity, exchange. My country is a small country. We know that if we are together, we can find solutions. When we work together. We always believe in multilateralism and multifora. NATO, Council of Europe, European Union, UN. We were always founding members of all these institutions because we know sometimes it's important to give up a little bit, but to get bigger tomorrow together. And that's what we did. So I believe in multilateralism, I believe in dialogue, and what we should avoid is the monologue, and very often we have a monologue, and that's boring and no outcome.
During the press conference with the Foreign Affairs Minister of Armenia, you also emphasized the importance of the Armenia-EU growing ties. As Luxembourg plays a significant role in the European Union, how do you view Armenia's efforts to integrate into the global economy, and what can Luxembourg and the EU do to support these efforts?
I think it's not only global economy. It would be reducing the European Union as a peace project and a stability project too. You know, I said it just before, we don't choose our neighbors. You have not the easiest neighbors. In my history, I had difficult neighbors too. With Germany, we had the war, World War, with I and II. With France, we had difficult moments. We had a lot of countries occupying us. And through these common projects, we were able to do things together, to build something together, and to grow also together, and to have these peace projects. So I believe that you're doing well. You did a lot of efforts. Not everything is perfect, but nowhere it's perfect. But you did a lot in the rule of law. You did a lot also. You just joined the international court, also a crime court, etc., etc. So you are very. You are coming closer to us all the time, and I think this is, if we see that the visa liberalization is on the table, it's the proof of positive efforts. If they wouldn't have been there wouldn't have been this visa liberalization, which is exactly, as I said, not an economic project, but a human-to-human project, bringing people closer together. Regarding
Armenia-Luxembourg relations, how do you assess them? How do our countries strengthen their diplomatic ties over the past years? Mr. Bettel, what priority directions will you single out on the current agenda?
So you opened an office in Luxembourg, and we appointed an ambassador to Armenia. And that's new too, so this is deepening the link. We have a honorary council and we have good work together. We celebrate also the anniversary of Charles Aznavour in Luxembourg, and together with the French embassy and with the Armenian office in Luxembourg. And that's what I like, because we have much more Armenians. You have a big Armenian diaspora, and what is amazing with the Armenian diaspora is they are proud about their roots. They are proud. When I meet Armenians in Paris, in all the countries, they are so proud of being Armenian roots. And you have big talents. I have in the business, but also in the perfume. Francis Kurjan is maybe doesn't sound familiar for you, but he's one of the best knows in the world. And I could quote a lot of people, of Armenian people who are, where we are they are so proud about their history. That's not because of you, but that's because of the roots and the links they have to the country. And this is so important to know that people are proud about their country. So we want to celebrate it. I discovered yesterday red wine, Armenian red wine. I didn't know because Georgia always told me they did the wine in amphora. I don't want to create a conflict with Georgia and Armenia. But I don't know now who was the first to create the amphora wines between Georgia and Armenia. But I really discovered a country I've never been here before, and with a lot of traditions, with a lot of cultures, and but having difficult situations. My biggest wish would that your generation, you are younger than me, you could grow up without having questioning what is the possible behavior of a neighbor. I'm not asking myself this when I wake up, and I wish that a lot of young people in a lot of countries would be able to sleep the same way.
Just to continue what you said, Armenia has announced its readiness to sign the peace treaty with already agreed points. However, the Azerbaijani side continues to put forward various preconditions. In your opinion, does this not speak of the insufficient political will of the Azerbaijani side, and what can the international community do in this case, Mr. Bettel?
I think, we have the COP now in Baku. Baku is a big opportunity, and we cannot miss it. It's on the Azeri side to show that they want peace, that they want to be constructive. When I speak to them, when I speak to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, when I speak to the Azeri counterpart, they always tell me, yes, we want. I'm very frank. I told the Minister of Foreign Affairs, we have enough mess around. We have a war in Ukraine and from Russia. We have a situation in Palestine, in Israel. We have difficult situations in Africa. We have different situations a bit everywhere. So don't put oil on the fire. You should sit with the Armenian government together to find the constructive solutions for both of you. Because at the end, when we are not able to speak, the only ones suffering are the populations. So I think the COP is the opportunity now to say to show to the Azeri, now it's the moment, show it to us, that we are proud to come to Baku, that we are not afraid to see it's not is it acceptable to go or not to go. And if you sign it before, it will be success for peace. And if the COP is a success, it will be a big success for Azerbaijan. So they should not miss the opportunity.
Thanks for the interview, Mr. Bettel.
Thank you.
Today I've hosted the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade of Luxembourg, Xavier Bettel. Thanks for watching us.